I think I'm about to make a huge mistake. See, today I'm playing Carden Park, probably one of the hardest courses in the whole of Cheshire. Massive par 4s, really long par 5s, and here's the kicker. These are staying at home. I'm taking nothing but my irons. Let's see how far I get. Come on. Let's go and play it.
Yeah, you didn't hear me wrong there. I'm doing this. I'm playing without driver or fairway metals in the bag. There is method behind the madness. I'll tell you a bit more about that a little bit later in the round here. But we're starting off on the first hole here at Carden Park on the Cheshire Course. It's a par 3, and it's a medium length par 3, nothing, about 170 yards through this gap in the trees. Didn't particularly get the aim right on this shot, and I pulled this one just left and slightly long, caught the back fringe of the green. Today's a story about missed opportunities on the greens. It wasn't my best performance today on the greens, as you'll see as the round plays out. This is a brand new round, brand new course to me. I've never played here before, and I'm completely unfamiliar with the greens. What I found on this golf course is that all the greens really had some kind of significant break, and the pins, I don't know whether it was pin placement on the greens, but I found a real challenge reading the roll of the greens up to the flags. I didn't really experience any green where it was flat and predictable. Everything seems to be on a considerable roll. So it's a story of missed opportunities on the greens in the round today. It's the 6,800 yards of championship course here at Carden Park. I took the first tee off of the day here. It's just late autumn. You can see the leaves are still clinging onto the trees in the background there. Some gorgeous colours, and the golf course was in really good condition considering the time of year. Starting off with a bogey, and it's never nice, is it? Never sets you off on the right foot. We're following that bogey up with a monster par 5, just short of 570 yards to the green here, and it's considerably, it's a daunting prospect when you don't have a wood or a driver in the bag. So we're going with the 3-iron. One of my most reliable clubs in the bag over the years, a 3-iron. I played for quite a long time, actually, probably 3 or 4 years in my kind of mid-20s without any driver or fairway metals. So my 3-iron became my best friend. So I can hit it really well. It's about a 240 yard club, my 3-iron. Didn't particularly hit it well this time. Pulled it left into the rough, and still got over 300 yards to the green. I can't even explain what I did with this one. I don't even know where I was aiming. It was a 4-iron shot out of the rough, and I've completely blocked it out to the right. I've knocked it over the cart path, and I'm just on the adjacent fairway. This is the 9th fairway that comes back towards the clubhouse. We've got a pitching wedge down into the green. You can just about see the flag on the right hand side of the green, kind of the right back of the green. We've got about 140 yards slightly downhill to the green here, so we're going with P wedge, and we just want to find a middle of the green shot. Not a bad strike, and it's found the green, right in the middle of the green. And again, this is another green where I had no idea what to expect when I got down there in terms of the roll and the undulations on there. Looks relatively flat, but as you'll see as this putt sort of starts making its way up towards the flag, it does its own thing and just clears off. The aim of this challenge today, the aim of this round, I guess, really is just to sort of see how well I can score and how much of a difference it makes not having a driver in the bag. It's not a club I'd use a lot, to be honest with you, my driver or my 3-wood. It tends to cause me more problems than it solves. It has been reliable over the years, in some instances, but of late it's just been more of a hindrance than a help. So it was more just to take that temptation away and just dial it back to basics, get my irons playing nicely, and I think in general when you're playing a round of golf on a shorter golf course, don't tend to miss having a driver in the bag. You know, I reckon I could play any course under sort of 6,000 yards, which is most, you know, standard golf courses. I think, you know, I could play quite easily without a driver in the bag. It's only on these long par 5s where you miss it. Another 3-putt there. Again, a tale of missed opportunities here on the greens. We're back-to-back bogeys to start the round. Coming back to normality a little bit here now with a par 4, under 400 yards, 480 yards downhill. There is water in play down here on the left-hand side. I think if I had a 3-wood or a driver in hand, that probably would have been a bit more of a concern. Pumped the 3-iron down there, left it absolutely plumb in the fairway. I'm nice and short of that water hazard, and yeah, we're in safe play down to the green. And again, I've left myself a pitching wedge shot here into a fairly open green. You can see the green on this hole here. It is kind of it is on a bit of a slope. You can see it kind of slopes from back to front. Yeah. This is another kind of area of my game I need to sort of tighten up on these approach shots with the short wedges. There's two shots there on the last 2 holes where I've not particularly got the aim right on these wedge shots. Missed the green just to the right hand side and put it in this kind of first cut fringe. We're running back across. This will break right to left. I didn't know how much. Thought I had the line pretty much spot on here, but then it just died out of pace and then just trickled off. Left myself 6-foot scramble par saver back up early. You don't want to be leaving 6-foot par savers. The jumper's off. I've still got the woolly hat on. I've got the cap in the bag, which you'll see come on a bit later on in the round. It did warm up. It was a cool start to the day, but it did warm up. Another missed opportunity here. So it's not the lack of distance off the tee that's killing me at the minute. It's taking the opportunities on the green, which I'm leaking shots. 3 leak shots already. I'm 3 over par through 3 holes. Not the best start, and certainly not an ideal start to try and get under 85 for the round. This is a par 72 course, so an 85 is 13 over. My handicap at the minute is creeping down. It's just below 7. And so, I mean, a respectable round here would be somewhere around about the 80 shots. Yeah, I mean, I'm not on track for that at the minute. 3 over through 3. Another par 4. I went with a 4-iron off the tee on this one just to keep that bunker out of play. As it happens, I probably could have gone with a 3-iron. I did leave myself about 20 yards short. 4-iron for me is about a 220-yard club. Probably could have snuck another sort of 15-20 yards with the 3-iron, but we're in good play here. You can just about see the flag peeping over the back of that bunker in the distance there on the right hand side. It's another pitching wedge shot. It was a bit of a blind shot. I couldn't see where the ball landed on the green here. It looked like it was right down the flag, and got excited walking up to the green. As it happened, I'd missed the green just to the back. I'd gone about a yard through the back of the green here, and I was just putting back on through the first cut. I was kind of tucked up against the fringe. First realistic birdie putt, and I've slammed it into the back of the cup. It's lipped out, and I've got another knee knocking par save, 2.5 foot back up across a bit of a break here. We've steadied the ship. We've got a par on the card. We're 3 over through 4 holes, and yeah, let's see if we can turn this around going into the next few holes. There's a par 4 coming up. It's I'm going to say medium length par 4. Anything around 400 yards I consider a bit of a medium length par 4. 413 yards. It breaks gently around the corner here from right to left. There's bunkers up there left and right to catch any drives that might sort of creep up there. We're off the white tees here at Carden Park, so you can see how far back we are. The sort of next tees forward are the yellows, so we are a good way back. This tee shot's just leaked out to the right here. We've caught the rough just up the right hand side, and we just kind of tucked under these kind of pine trees in a bit of pine straw. Luckily we've got a shot. We can get a swing on this, and we're going with you can see the bunkers left and right there actually. The fairway just to catch the drives. We're going with 5-iron. We've got just under 200 yards, about 195 yards I think to the flag here. So we're going with 5-iron. And yeah, we're going to try and thread this through a gap in the front of the green here. We've got a big bunkers left and right front. Threaded nicely. We've found this sort of front middle of the green. And again, we're not missing those drivers yet. We're not missing the driver or 3-wood just yet. We've hit every green, or pretty much every green in regulation. We've got to the green, with putts to spare. This one here, again, another. If it had took my time over this one a little bit, I probably would have noticed the track lines from the previous 4-ball that was in front of me. You can see where they putted up the break of the green, where it's left their marks with the kind of dew and condensation on the grass. It is a left to right as we look at it, and I didn't really sort of notice that as I was lining the putt up. So I've not aimed that first putt particularly well, and we've got another 2.5 foot putt back across the green to save par. Quite a calm, still day here at Carden Park. It was kind of I'm not going to say early winter, late autumn. I think it was towards the middle of November, and yeah, I caught a really lucky break with the weather. There we go. So 2 pars on the card, 3 over through 5, and another reasonably sort of long par 5 coming up now. This 6th hole is 545 yards. Over a bit of a break and then doglegging round to the left and then down to the green. So we've gone with 3-iron again just to get us up there. Another lovely shot actually. It's slightly uphill here, so we've lost a little bit of distance. We've got about 230 up the hill with the 3-iron, but we've put it nicely in the middle of the fairway here. And again, we just want to leave ourselves a shot into the green. There's a big oak tree. You can see just on the graphic on the right hand side, there's a big oak tree just kind of in the middle of the fairway. We want to stay right to that. I am aiming right up the fairway here with this 5-iron. It's not my best shot of the round, I'll be honest with you. It's super thin. Pushed it really low. I mean, it went okay. I got decent sort of yardage out of it, but really bad connection, really bladey. And I've left myself in the rough, kind of tight up to this hedge line on the right hand side of the golf hole here. Here we go. We have got a shot to the green, which is okay. You can see that big oak tree on the left hand side of it. If I was left of the fairway, that would have been a bit of a nightmare to get up and over. So yeah, I've come the right side of the fairway, but just it wasn't a particularly nice shot. We've got a short iron. I think it might have been a 9-iron. This down to the green. It was about a 145 shot into this flag. Yeah, aim's not. I got the distance spot on with this club, but just got my aim point slightly off, and put it on the right hand side, just on the front, the sort of front right hand side of the green. Coming back across the green, and again, as you'll see, this is another one which just breaks and rolls. It's a feature of this golf course. It's I dread to think what this course is like in the summer when these greens are cut a bit tighter and the sun's been baking them. This was a particularly cool start to the day. There was dew on the greens. They probably weren't cut that short either, so they weren't particularly rolling fast. Give it a couple of months in the summer, in the summer sun, I reckon these are a bit of a nightmare, a bit naughty to put on. That's a challenge for next summer, possibly. So we're there for 4 shots. This is a par 5, and we've got I'm going to say, what's that? Would you reckon 4 foot back across the green to save par here? And again, it's another bit of a bendy putt. There's a little bit of a break left to right as I'm looking at the ball to salvage another par. Not too many birdie opportunities so far. I think on the 4th hole was the shortest of the putts that I've had to put a birdie in. I'm in the middle of a bit of a birdie drought at the minute, unfortunately. I reckon I've probably gone about 3 or 4 rounds where I've not made a birdie. I've made plenty of pars and I've scored reasonably well. I've kept the bogeys to a minimum, but birdie wise, I'm in a bit of a birdie drought here at the minute, and I think it's my putting that's causing me a few issues. We're playing back down now on the 7th hole. It's a 440 yard par 4, so it's reasonably lengthy. We've gone with 3 iron. We just want to nip the corner here. It's slight dogleg right to left. We want to nip the corner, just tuck it over the top of that oak tree on the right hand side that you can just see hanging over there. And I probably wanted a tiny bit more draw on this one. I've left it just out to the right hand side. And yeah, I didn't realise actually there is a bunker in play down the right hand side there as well. So yeah, we've just caught the rough, and we've kind of tucked between the fairway and this bunker. We've got an 8 iron shot down into the green. Flag's dead middle of the green. There is a kind of bunker front right, a bunker front left, and this oak tree kind of stopping any kind of low shots in there. That's not really in play on this hole for me. We've got 8 iron, and not a bad shot actually. Again, we've got the yardage is pretty good today with the short wedges. This was an 8 iron, got it flag high, but just aimed it. Yeah, we just missed it out to the right, and we kind of tucked up against this kind of fairly chunky fringe against the rough here. You can see the actual first cut of the fringe, and then it's just long, so we're swinging through. It's quite off-putting actually when you kind of have to swing your club through that longer grass. This is a gentle breaker. This is probably one of the few holes on the golf course that barely broke at all. Another birdie opportunity missed. I don't expect to make those, to be honest with you, those sort of 15 footers. Yeah, they're a bonus when they come, but I never expect to make them. We've steadied the ship here. We've got more pars on the card than bogeys. We're 3 over through 7 holes, which is all right. I feel much better about that. Monster par 3 off these white pegs, off these tips. 230 yard par 3. It's a beast of a hole, this one. We've gone with a 3 iron off the tee here. No, I think it was a 4 iron actually, sorry, off this tee here. We just want a nice clean shot here. Naughty bunkers right and left. Put a beautiful shape on it to kind of come through the front entrance of this green, and we've put it smack in the middle of the green. I didn't really know where the flag was placed. I just took these kind of the centre of the green yardage. The flag, as it happened, was probably more towards the back of the green, so we've got a 15 footer for the birdie, uphill and breaking again, as you'll see. So this is the 8th hole of the golf course. Yeah, I mean, it's all uphill. Didn't get the pace right. I'm not a huge fan of seeing these golf balls on video. They're actually pretty good. I bought them because they're easy to find in the winter. I don't normally use these kind of bright red Callaway Super Softs, but I bought them because they are easy to find in the winter amongst the leaves and all that sort of stuff. They look really weird on the camera. They kind of, they look blurry with the contrast of the camera. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. Another 3-putt. Another drop shot. All those bogeys on that card have come from bad putts and bad reading of putts. They haven't come from missing the distance off the tee, unfortunately. This is the first hole, I think, where I miss having the distance. It's a par 4, it's 480 yards, it's an absolute whopper. I don't help yourself here, as you'll see off the tee box. I've got the 3 iron here. I don't know what's happened here. I've swung it. I don't think I swung it any differently to what I normally do, but it's completely opened up and gone out to the right. There is a lollipop stick there you can see in the distance. That's the aim point. I've missed the fairway, gone across the cart path onto the second hole. So I'm going back up over that lollipop stick towards the clubhouse again with the 5 iron. No, I'm too far away. I've got no club. I'm about 250 yards from the green, so I'm not getting to the green in regulation on this par 4 is completely out of the question here. Damage limitation from this point. I've left myself 50 yards short. Lob wedge out of the rough. A little bit soft the ground. You can see the mud. It is a little bit muddy where I am here, which doesn't help this next shot. I'm not making any excuses, but yeah, I was just fatted it. Didn't connect particularly well with it, and again I've missed the green here with this second shot. I've only got myself to blame on this hole here. I've had 3 shots on a par 4 and I'm not even on the green here yet. I'm 5 yards short, and I've bottled it. I've gone with the putter just to try and limit the damage. Yeah, I think if I tried to bump a little bumper run shot here, it'd end up worse. So we're putting here. This is the par putt on this hole. It took a terrible bounce. I should have made an effort to chip it, but I've left myself. I've still got 3 feet here for bogey, and this is not a good way to finish the front 9. This is a bit of a touristy golf club. I think it's fair enough to say that. It's a gorgeous club. They obviously have members at Carden Park, and there's 2 courses. There's the Nicholas Course and the Cheshire Course. The Nicholas Course is a little bit of a shorter course, a bit more technical, and this is more of a championship, lengthier golf course. The back 9 particularly is quite scenic, but it's a bit of a touristy golf resort. They've got a hotel and a spa and all that sort of stuff attached to this golf course. God, I'm embarrassed looking at that putt here. So that was the bogey putt, tapping in for a double to finish the back 9. It was going so well. So it's a 5 over front 9. It's a front 9 of 42, and or 41 actually. Sorry, a front over of 41, and oh no, it was a +6 front 9, 42 it was. Yeah, the back 9 here on the Cheshire Course is the more scenic of the 9 holes. There's quite a few feature holes, especially the back. I think there's maybe the last 4 holes on this golf course are the kind of the signature holes on this golf course, as you'll see a little bit later in the video. This one also is a nice hole to play, kind of going back up with a little bit of a dogleg round and hitting towards this old kind of dry stone wall compound here. There's lots of sandstone features around this golf course. It's kind of built in the kind of rolling sandstone hills of South Cheshire, and yeah, it's quite picturesque, especially on a nice day like this. Another short club here. We've got another pitching wedge opportunity just to get into this green, and again, not really aimed it particularly well here. Pulled it left and just left it on the fringe of the green to the left hand side, and yeah, it's another missed green. Another tricky putt coming up through a little bit of rough and then the fringe, and quite a bit of a break on this one. You know, I was kind of used to the greens and a bit more savvy with reading the green breaks on this back 9 here. Didn't particularly play a good shot, but read the break all right on this one. We're there for 3. We've got a 2.5 foot putt to save the par and start the back 9 with a little bit of impetus. Yeah, it's a bit touristy, this golf course. I think it's quite expensive as well to play. I think for a round of golf, even a discounted round of golf in the autumn, there's still somewhere between £40 and £50. I think that's not even playing at a weekend. I think it's more expensive at a weekend. You're probably looking up towards £100 for a round of golf on some of the tee slots. You get a lot of people come to the resort and stay in the hotel and use all the facilities and all that sort of stuff. So it is a bit of a tourist golf destination, but why not? You know, a monster par 5. The second hole on the back 9 here, hole 11, is 580 yards, and it's a funny hole, this one. Actually, it looks like it's sort of dog legs to the left, but actually on the graphic you'll see in a second here, it nips left and then nips right. There's a naughty bunker up there on the right hand side, around about 240 yards away, and it's there to catch these drives. I put my shot straight at it, and walking up to this, I was convinced I was in the sand. Just about came short. I'm not ideal either, really. I've kind of got to put a bit of a swing shot round this. I've got to put a little bit of left to right shape on it, which is not my natural shot shape. Probably put a little bit too much on this one. I should have just played a straight shot. Just nip over the corner of that oak tree that's leaning in. But yeah, I swung this one round. It was a great shot, but I didn't really need that much swing on it, and I put myself in even more jeopardy for this next shot, as you'll see. I could have come 30 yards to the left, and this oak tree wouldn't have been in play. The only option here, you can see there's a wall that runs across this fairway. It must be a signifying wall from the old farmland. you know, way back, and they've left it in here as a nice feature. It's quite nice, but I've got to get it under this tree, over the wall, and I've got to get it 120 yards down to the flag. So we're punching through a grip down 5-iron, and yeah, and I'll take it. It's absolutely fine. It didn't go at the flag. It's missed the green, but the yardage was pretty good. So it was actually an all right result, this one. I'm gonna call it more or less green in regulation here. We're there for 3, putting back across. Yeah, so that's shot 4, and we've got a 4-footer to save the par here, to keep the par train going on the start of this back 9. So far so good, and you know, I'm gonna claim that I'm not really missing having that driver in the bag. You know, apart from the 9th hole where it would have been a nice little bonus on the long par 4, I've not really missed it so much. You know, these kind of 400 yard par 4s, I'm kind of holding my own with the 3-iron, 4-iron off the tee. It's not really been a huge miss. I did take the 3 wood to the driving range a couple of days ago, and it was absolutely flying. I was hitting it as sweet as I've ever hit it. So I might snick the 3 wood back in the bag for the next round. But the driver, I might just keep that at home. I think just remove that temptation from the bag, and you know, keep going without it. This is a bit of a tricky shot, this one. You can see there's water, there's a tree, there's water to the left of the green. Bit of a narrow kind of kidney shaped green here. I'm kind of playing a bit of a percentage shot here. I've managed to get an 8-iron out the bag and up and over this tree, and we found a putting surface, which is an absolute result here. There was plenty of opportunity to drop a significant amount of shots on this hole. We found the putting surface, the back right hand side. We're coming back down the hill towards the flag, and this one will break. It'll run as well. I can imagine when this green's, you know, cut nice and short and it's baked nice and hard in the summer sun, this will be a rather more daunting prospect coming back down this hill. But as it happened, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad a position to be in. The tiniest of taps, and you can see it just round and round. Yeah, I think in the summer when that's running a bit quicker, that might be a bit more of a cheeky putt. So this is another. So we're there for 3. We've got a putt in here, 2.5 foot, 3 foot for a par. So this will make it 3 pars to get going on the back 9, and this drops, which is ideal. So that puts me still 6 over to this point, 6 over through 12 holes, which is not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yeah, there we go. So we're in. Hole 13 now is this is the first time I had a bit of camera trouble on this hole. You'll see for some reason on my tee shots the camera stopped recording, so I've done a little bit of editing magic here just to show you. I set my camera up, and I'm not sure why it stopped. I had to swap cameras as it happened here. Just as I was about to take my shot, I put the tee in the ground and it stopped recording. So you'll have to take my word for it. The tee shot, it was all right actually. It was a 4-iron tee shot on this one. Pushed it up the right hand side, and we're in reasonable position here. We've got a 7-iron shot up the hill, 160 yards uphill to this green. Another decent strike with the 7-iron. Got the yardages spot on here because we are sort of going slightly up a hill, so the 7-iron was the right distance here. Just missed the green again by a couple of yards, and we're coming across this green, which, as you'll see, had a ridiculous amount of break on it. And again, you can see it's not even cut that short. You know, the actual grass is reasonably fluffy, but we're just getting a read of these greens was just crazy. You'll see here, it doesn't look like it breaks that much, but I mean, look at that. Yeah, crazy. So we're there for that's the third shot, and we've got a 6 foot par saving putt to keep this par train going. You can see the wind's picked up a tiny bit here. We're kind of coming up. We're on a bit of a hillside here now. We're starting to come up into the kind of. We're playing around this kind of old sandstone hill feature now. So the hole 13, 14, 15, 16. They're all kind of elevated up around this hill. Another missed opportunity on the greens. 3 putts. Yeah, it's not ideal. 7 over to this point. 7 over through 13 holes, and a long par. I don't know. Say it's a par 5 actually. I thought it was a par 4. 470-yard par 5. Plenty of sand here on the left and right to catch any wayward drives. Huge big kind of star-shaped bunker on the right hand side. I think if I'd had the driver or the 3-wood in the bag and we would have gone with that distance, we probably would have ended up in the sand here. We just pulled it left into the rough and we're about 10 yards short of this left-hand side trap. The green's well protected for second shots in. You can see it's almost impossible to get up there. You know, certainly not going to chase one up there. So I did go for a layup shot here. Another ridiculously thin shot here. As it happened, it didn't sort of hurt my score on this hole. Or certainly didn't help. You know, I was aiming to lay up short anyway. It was just a thin shot. But we've left a lob wedge shot here just over the top of these bunkers, and we just want to sort of settle this down on the green. We don't want to do anything too fancy. Again, not the greatest connection either with this wedge. It comes out a little bit thin, but plenty of spin on it. You know, I kind of catch it probably just about right. I think any thinner it would have gone through the back, but we just caught it enough that it put enough check on this shot, and it settled itself down on the green here. So we're up on the green for 3 shots. We've got 2 shots here for par across this green. Actually, it does look like it's cut a lot short. This one, you can see it from memory, it was a little bit short of cut. Must be more. It was up on a bit of a hill, so maybe it's a bit more of a dry green. Another one with a ridiculous break on it, you know. It's times like these, and it's golf courses like this, for the average player like myself, that makes you think, you know, the greens on these kind of courses like Augusta, and you know, some of these kind of you know, some of these big golf courses that the professionals play on, the greens must be ridiculous. You know, like we just wouldn't stand a chance at putting on any of those greens. You know, given how sort of slippy these, and I would say they're average greens. You know, it's not even like a higher end golf course. It's an average golf course. Yeah. You just wouldn't stand a chance on the likes of Augusta. There's no way you'd be sort of 4 or 5 putting every hole. We're back to a 2-putt though, and we've settled it down. We've got a par, and we're playing a par 5. This is a gorgeous hole. This is next one coming up, hole 15. It's a short par 3 downhill into a kind of, you know, lowered green, and yeah, there's a bunker on the front edge just to catch anything dropping short. The flag's just tucked over that back of that bunker on the couple of yards on the front of the green. Pitching wedge in hand, probably a club too short, to be honest with you. They probably should have played a smooth 9-iron. But we've gone with a pitching wedge just because it's downhill. Not a bad shot as it happened. You know, it looked like a decent line, but it was probably half a club too short in this situation here. Then we just left it a yard short of the front of the green. I mean, it's puttable. We can get up to the flag here, no problem at all. But yeah, it probably should have been a smooth 9-iron on that one. Just maybe didn't factor in the wind. You can see the wind slightly blowing up towards the tee box. Bit of a nothing putt really. Didn't really sort of help myself out there. Left it 2 feet short. It should be a par on the card here. Let's have a look. It's another 3-putt. It's another drop shot, and it's a drop shot on the short game, not the long game. +8 through 15 holes. Still no birdie on the cards. Yeah, and these last 3 holes are not easy. This is a long par 4, 400 yards. It drops downhill, so it's you know, I think the green and the tee box are on similar sort of heights, but the fairway drops downhill, and then it rises all the way up to the green. One place you don't want to be is where I've just put my tee shots. I couldn't have put it in a worse position here. There's only one place on this course really, apart from behind that tall pine tree. Put myself in this little nook on the right hand side. I've got no other option here. Can't see the green. There's no way of getting to it. I've got a 180 yard shot to the green. I've got to chop this one out with a sand wedge over the corner of these trees and just try and put it in a position where I can play the next shot to the green. I hate playing those shots, but you know, it's my own fault off the tee box. So we've got a sand wedge just over this brow of the hill. I can just about see the top of the flag here. Absolutely piped it down the flag, this one. I was marching up towards it, you know, with confidence to pick up my divot, and yeah, not a bad result in all. You know, probably the best opportunity I've got here. This is another. I'm there for 3. This is a par 4, so this is to save par. So yeah, I've given myself the best opportunity here to do that. You can see from this point looking back, you can see the tee box in the far distance, and you can see the guys just behind in their buggy. They've just stopped on the car path. It literally drops in, goes into a big valley and then up. I was absolutely shattered, pushing the trolley up this hill. Gorgeous golf hole, gorgeous sort of trees lining it as well. Disaster. Another disaster on the greens. It's a 2-putt, but we're putting in for a bogey. It's another drop shot. We're +9 to this point, +9 through 16 holes. We're on target here. Maybe just. We're on target to break 85 if we can close these out, but let's see how we get on with these last couple of holes here. 200 yard par 3. Bunkers all around this one, surrounding it, well protected front and right. We want a middle of the green shot if we can. We've got 5-iron in hand, I think, on this one, playing 200 yards slightly down to the flag. Great for distance, again, just lacking that the accuracy for the aim. But yeah, distance is not an issue here for us. We're just on the right hand edge of the green here, and coming back across. And this was slippy. This one, this was downhill and breaking from left to right as well. Looking at this one, but really slippy. And again, this is another golf hole. Given another couple of months, or given a bit of summer sun and a couple of tight cuts with the lawnmower, this would be absolutely lightning. I barely touched this one, and we're talking a sort of 30-foot putt. Trickled it past. Did all right actually. Left myself, a puttable par saver. It's an 18-inch shot. Taking it seriously. The flag's out. We're not messing around with this one. Put a par in. So we're +9 through 17 holes. +3 on the back 9. And the 18th is an iconic hole. This is the one of the golf holes you'll see on the website for this golf. We're about sort of 50 feet, 60 feet above the fairway. Here, great looking final hole here. Loads of sand down there to collect any tee shots. So you can see it's carefully protected. Wasn't really sure what club to play here. Just went with the longest club I had. I went with the 3-iron. Cracked it as best as I could, and just kind of crossed my fingers here. And we put it well clear of the bunkers on the fairway. But we've just found this kind of rough area. It probably looks like it used to be maybe a bunker that's been kind of grassed and filled in. At some point you can see it looks a little bit like a bit of a ground under repair here. We've got a short shot here. I don't know what's happened to the camera. It's gone a bit sort of contrasty, but we've got a short shot in here with a sand wedge. Gone with a 56-degree wedge here. Just want to find the green. Not a bad shot. And yeah, we've just left it short, half a club short. Probably should have played the gap wedge. So this is a birdie putt, shot 3 up the hill. And again, I just didn't finish this hole in particularly good style here. I wanted a birdie. It's another round of golf without a birdie on the card to this point. It'd have been nice to finish off the round with a birdie, but yeah, I didn't read the green at all well. I left myself a 4.5 foot par saving putt. I'm shaking my head here, talking to myself, calling myself all the names under the sun. And yeah, would have been nice to finish off with a birdie, but there we go. It's not to be on this round. Let's see if we can put this out for par. Suspense is killing me, and I know what happens. Yeah. It's a nice par to end the round. So there we have it. It's not a bad result as it turns out. It's a +9 score of 81 around the 6,800 yards here of the Cheshire Course at Carden Park. 9 over par. My handicap is just below 7, and given the fact that I didn't have any long woods or driver in the bag, and the fact that it was the first time I played this course ever, I think a +9 score here is respectable. If you like this video and you want to see more, then make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the like button in this video. Drop me a comment if you want to let me know what you would score without any driver or woods in your golf bag, and make sure you tune in again next time to watch more Slice of Golf.